Es geht weiter, Guys. Wir machen noch einen schönen Pull. Und hoffen auf Bennett weiterhin. Denn wie gesagt, 2 Sternbilder von ihm wären super gut. Ich sage euch ganz kurz warum. Das erste Sternbild, nein, nicht Talente, Brudi, Sternbild. So. Das erste Sternbild hebt die LP-Beschränkung auf. Das heißt, man wird nicht nur bis 70% geheilt, sondern auch darüber. Und die zweite macht, dass die Aufladerate von Bennett stärker wird, und zwar um 30%, wenn er weniger als 70% Leben hat. Also eine sehr gute Geschichte. Ne, natürlich wären die anderen auch top. Ne, dann hätte man noch höher gelevelte hier Fähigkeiten und alles. Aber die ersten beiden, würde ich sagen, sind definitiv die, die man haben möchte. So, dann gehen wir mal weiter im Text. Wir müssen jetzt dieses Erz bekommen, ne? So, der Heal ist natürlich nice. Boots. Machen wir mal ganz kurz Schicht im Schacht hier. So, und ich glaube... Ja, das ist so ein Wärmeding, okay.
What luck. This should be enough. My campsite is just up ahead. I'll lead the way.
Okay. Gut. Moment mal. Oh, da drüben. Oh mein Gott, was ist hier? Shit. Uiuiui. Sind das Riesenknochen? The fuck? Crazy? Habe ich die gerade verfehlt, weil die auf dem scheiß Stein ist? Och, Digga. So. Okay. Habt ihr hier so einen roten Stein gesehen irgendwo? Oh. Uns ist wieder kalt, ne? Shit. Oh Gott, ja, genau. Fall doch den Berg einfach runter, hä? Wie wär's? Hier ist nichts von diesem roten Erz, ne? Oh Gott. Überraschung! Ach Gott, da hinten ist noch einer. Okay. Gekochtes Essen, widerlich. Lul. Okay. Irgendwo hier war noch so ein Ding. Eigentlich müsste ich hoch, ne? Aber irgendwie... Was zum Teufel? Oh. Oh, whoops. Ja, der Film war scheiße.
guard him.
Solidified.
Ach du Scheiße, Digga. Also das mit der Körpertemperatur ist ein echtes Problem, ne? Gott, oh Gott, oh Gott, oh Gott, oh Gott, oh Gott. Ja, den Hit müssen wir leider nehmen. Ich habe jetzt hier keine Heat Source, Alter. Ist es wieder... Das ist doch der Ort hier, oder nicht? Ja, das ist das hier. Okay.
Solidified.
Solidify. Ist genau der Ort, nur von der anderen Seite. Okay. Okay, jetzt haben wir den roten Stein. Und irgendwo da oben war dieser Eisklotz, ne? No! Es ist weggegangen. Fuck. Ja, top, Digga. Wie mache ich denn das? Boah, ärgerlich. Okay. Masaru, ich wünsche dir was und frohe Weihnachten. Generell wünsche ich allen Leuten, die das gerade irgendwie sehen, frohe Feiertage. Oh, schau mal, hier ist sein Camp. Wie schön.
This is my campsite. I've added the materials we collected to the concoction. While we are waiting, have a look over here. My assistant Timaeus here is helping me with my research. I'm guessing you may have met in Mondstadt already.
Hello! I've just gotten hold of the data from your experiment. The report is already up on the board there.
Whoa! Look at all the data! You got all these results from one slime battle?
I wouldn't call them results, inferences, and a few daring guesses perhaps. I think the most rational direction would be to expound on the phylogenetic relationship between this traveler and the slimes. Consider. You don't have a vision, but you can manipulate elemental energy. The slimes don't have visions either, yet they too are able to manipulate the elements. Following this line of thought, I'm sure we'll be able to establish a basis in fact.
Not bad for a point of entry. But strictly speaking, slimes are elemental life forms. In other words, beings consisting entirely of the elements. A cryoregisvine, or even a whopperflower might be a better analogy. But tracing back the phylogenetic relationships between plants and animals, you might have to trace back to the world's origins. In that sense, things might get difficult, don't you think?
Yes, sir. That sounds correct.
After all, we've got our primary data already. This traveler is a visitor from another world. If it turned out that he did have a phylogenetic relationship with this world... Now that really would be something, wouldn't it?
Ah, it would. Apologies. I was so excited to get the data. I'll slow down a bit next time. Speaking of data, to complete our research, we'll need some more. I'll be conducting analysis here for the time being. If you're keen for an update, just come and find me.
Great, I'll leave you to it. Looks like the potion's ready. I'll try a little first. If all goes well, I'll hand it over to you. In line with my expectations. Ready to drink. Remember to keep calm at all times. And breathe deeply if you feel unwell.
Okay. Ich habe mich schon gefragt, wo der Timaeus hingegangen ist, weil der war tatsächlich nicht in Mondstadt. Scheinbar hier. Ja, interesting. So, experimenteller Trank. Okay. Ja, dann trinken wir den mal, ne? By the way, Sixpack Macker, vielen Dank für deinen Support. Vielen, vielen Dank. So, sprich mit Albedo. Oh. Hoppala.
Tasty? You've got a funny look on your face. You said you tried some already. You sure it was ready? What happened to him?
Oh, this was the result I was expecting. And a very positive one at that. This potion channels elemental power into the body. Under normal circumstances, a repelling reaction is to be expected. But if the internal elemental flow is unimpeded, you'll only experience momentary discomfort. Once the flow is complete, there won't be any other effects.
So you knew you'd be sick and still drink some?
It was my own concoction, of course. Only natural for me to be the guinea pig. Perhaps it's just scholarly self-assurance, and it certainly speeds things up. In conclusion, I'd say we have our conclusion. As far as elemental energy is concerned, you're no different from anyone else in this world. Nothing peculiar.
Aw, Paimon wanted something cooler to happen.
Then again, better an ordinary result than a peculiar result. Peculiar results have a tendency to be of the undesirable variety. The good thing about ordinary is that everything is an object of reference, and everyone understands you. People are the same, they can understand, empathize, encourage, and support one another. When you're sick, a doctor can diagnose you because they are you. When something goes wrong, you can ask people who've made the same mistake for their experience because you are them. But a peculiar person, they don't have much recourse for the things we take for granted. The essence of their life is fundamentally different. For example, a human can't understand the life of a Pyroregisvine or an Eye of the Storm. Have I explained it clearly enough? To sum up, this has been a positive outcome. Going forward, you can use your elemental power without fear. Timaeus, the results of the new experiment are out. If you could see to collating them.
Just a moment, sir. I'll handle it. Oh, you gave me a lot to consider. Really stretched my limits. I'm thinking a lot clearer now. Having you down as an animal wasn't very precise of me, but starting with the premise of an elemental life form, now that was...
Not bad. I think it's an interesting line of inquiry. Whatever the truth of the matter, I'd like your research at the fore as opposed to my judgment.
You can count on me, sir. I'll extract a result satisfactory to all.
Is he trying to join the Knights? He's starting to sound like a suck-up. What Paimon meant to say was, that's the spirit. Mr. Albedo, say something.
Before we can proceed with our research, I need to prepare something. Wait one moment. If you're interested, why not have a look around? It may help to pass the time.
Okay. Sollen uns ein bisschen umsehen. Regal betrachten. Ah ja. Ein Regal voller Bücher. Naja, so voll ist es nicht, um ehrlich zu sein. Ich finde es witzig, wie Paimon sagt, wow, so viele Daten. Es ist ein Brett mit einem Papier drauf.
Here comes Albedo. Let's go see him.
So, Bruder, gibt's ein bisschen Action jetzt
Did
mal?
you see anything interesting? Not to worry. They're all for alchemical purposes. You'd be hard-pressed to find an everyday use for them. Well, on with the research. There may be significant differences between different worlds. Take Tevat, for example. Here, those with visions can manipulate the elements. But worlds may well exist where only one person is able to do so. Or even everyone. So, leaving elements to one side. Do you possess any unique abilities? Ones that don't exist in this world? I think answering this question calls for the same methodology as last time. In other words, time for the next experiment. No. You shan't be required to exert quite so much effort this time around. Now, see this pillar here? Use your willpower to try and break it.
You think Paimon knows how to do that?
That was your best effort? Well, can't be helped, I suppose. Have you tried using your elemental power with food? I don't mean for cooking as such. Rather, channeling your power into the ingredients themselves. I'm curious to see how the taste and texture respond. It may even help with proliferation. I suppose I have a curiosity for things that others find surprising. Anyway, why don't you cook us up a Sunshine Sprat? I've just finished preparing the recipe.
Cooking? Paimon was looking forward to more mad scientist stuff.
Not only is this recipe a staple for me, it's also worth experimenting with and highly nutritious.
Paimon bets you're just hungry. It does sound yummy, though. Okay, Paimon approves. Good.
I'll leave you to it then. Looking forward to the results. If there's a...
Okay,
How are we
wir haben's
gonna
kapiert.
channel
Er will dumme Sachen
food?
wissen.
Maybe try the willpower thing again. Where does he get these ideas from anyway?
So, und hier können wir kochen. Butterbratling. Gut, er will einen Butterbratling. Wo ist er? Der Butterbratling. Mandeltofu, da ist er. Butterbratling. Cool. Da können wir aber nur ein einziges Mal kochen, ne? Bereite das Gericht Butterbratling zu. Ja, glücklicherweise habe ich den richtigen Shit. Kittel.
That was fast.
So, Albedo wollte eigentlich gar nichts testen, sondern er wollte einfach, dass ihm jemand was kocht, weil er Hunger hatte.
An average outcome experimentally, but you've really brought out the flavor. You seem well versed in the science of gastronomy. As far as the proliferation hypothesis is concerned, we've come up short. Seems like food presents the same headaches in your world as it does ours. Unless... could it be that the natural laws of this world are limiting your unique abilities?
We just didn't know how to channel elemental power into the food. It's a little more complicated than adding herbs and spices, you know.
Not to worry. At least we put some food to good use. No need to feel disheartened. And here's your portion. Enjoy. I can box it up if you like.
Woohoo! Thanks! Glad you were paying attention.
Sie bedankt sich für etwas, was wir gekocht
I
haben.
can tell that you're good friends. Paimon was keeping an eye on you and your safety during the whole experiment. Not that Paimon would have been able to do much if things had gone wrong. But anyway,
Hey! You were being nice a second ago! But you do have tasty recipes, so Paimon forgives you. And you're right, we are good friends. You have good friends too, right? Good students?
yes, I'm fortunate too, I suppose. Anyway, moving on to the next experiment. There are all manner of alchemical items here. Keeping them in their proper place is a challenge at the best of times. A while ago, I had the misfortune of misplacing a batch. I managed to retrieve the majority, but 2 vials have been evading me. animal crystal fly elemental extract and electrohypostasis powder.
Paimon's barely finished eating and you want us to go gathering again?
Don't worry if you can't locate them. I was planning to replace them anyway. Though finding them would save me the hassle. If you had, say, a superpower, like night
Ach,
vision or
Bruder,
laboratory
komm
sensing,
zum Punkt,
I
Mann.
must
For
have
real.
So, guess
Sag mir einfach, was du willst.
Oh, yeah.
Wieder dieses Gelaber. Aber hey, ich will mich nicht beschweren. Ich wollte, dass es mehr Content gibt für das Spiel. So, verwende Elementarblick, um verlorene Gegenstände zu suchen.
This must be electrohypostasis powder. The extract of an animal crystal fly can only
Warum muss ich ihm das zusammensuchen? Es ist dein fucking Labor.
I'm wondering.
Yep. Guess it does sort of count as a superpower, huh?
Unfortunately, though elemental sight is seldom seen, it is not only a never-before-seen...
You mean...
Don't be disheartened. This fall, I have to commend your deduction. Right then. Up until now, our research has focused on your otherworldly identity. In essence, the differences between humans are reflected in our intellectual and physical looking out from where we're standing. Can you see what Sucrose is doing? And if you jump from here and landed on that cliff, the one over there. So what about if you planted a single blow on the mountain face here, and it burst into a million fragments? Then could you see her? Then I shouldn't get too excited. Still, we'll gain a more thorough understanding with... I know of a location...
Bräh. Der gerade von mir will, Alter. Gut. Scheinbar geht es weiter. Finally. Oh mein Gott, what the hell are you, boy? Oh mein Gott. Bist du ein Power Ranger? Teufel bist du.
Everybody stand back!
Quake! This is order. Time for retribution! Tidal wave!
Digga, der ist so groß, dass er nicht mal in den Screen reinpasst. So, hier ist wieder so ein Grab, ne? Ah. Okay. Gut. Ach, da. Oh. Kristallkerne. Och, komm schon. Dein Ernst? Och, Digga. Gut. Nicht einen Kristallkern habe ich bekommen. Schmuckkästchen des Priesters. Okay, klettern wir mal auf den Berg hier. Und dann noch auf diesen. Oh! Hier soll ich sogar hin. Lull. Lull, lull, lull.
necessarily. Not if you know of a better method, that is.
Wozu genau?
Whichever method you choose, the experiment will end when you reach the opposite shore of the lake. I will factor the time expended and your top speed into my comparative analysis.
The opposite side of the lake. So, we're gonna be swimming?
Without limitations, we complete tasks intuitively, using the method that seems most rational to us. Some of us would be unable to stand the icy waters. Others might find the whole thing rather refreshing. No matter what choice you make, it's all a part of the experiment. For me, then if you would, please.
Okay, komm.
Wait a minute. While we're busy testing, what exactly are you gonna be doing?
Me? Recording data, responding to risks, providing emotional support.
So, if we do decide to go swimming, you gonna dive in with us?
No. Unless you're thinking of conducting competitive research?
Oh! Forget Paimon said anything.
Aha.
Great work. I've never seen a performance quite like it. Your reputation precedes you, Traveler.
But you followed us the whole way without...
Me? Actually, I used alchemy to cheat a little. If it turns out that the natural laws of Tavad do not affect you, I should be able to make various inferences about if the natural laws of Tavad do affect you. Then I shall be able to make inferences into the kind of evolution that would occur under the innumerable possibilities that this could present.
But how does this help your research?
You've helped me to unravel many of the problems that were holding it back. I may be about to make some analogies between you and gold, petrified trees, a sun 8 times the size of our own. The essence of the investigative process is enthralling. I'm willing to pour all my energy into research. And yet specimens are finite. All these things that start out as objects of fascination.
Oh, so that's why you wanted to sketch those Hilichurl?
Precisely.
Digga, die reden hier um nichts, ne?
Of course not. Now, follow me.
Die, also um den heißen Brei rumlabern können sie in dem Spiel. Sich unterhalten über nichts. Die reden und reden und reden, aber eigentlich sagen sie gar nichts. Die reden einfach. So, hier haben wir noch Stabilize. Stabilise. Sternsilbererz. Geil. Soll ich das mal markieren, maybe? Ich glaube, das markiere ich mir. Oh. Ups. Sternsilbererz. Ja, leider habe ich noch nicht mal die Map freigeschaltet, ne? Ah, okay. So. Frostöl. Aha. Wo ist denn hier dieser Stein? Gibt es nicht zu jedem von diesen Erz so einen Stein, den man kaputt machen muss? Wahrscheinlich nicht, ne? Nee. Sieht nicht so aus. Wo gehen wir denn jetzt von hier aus hin? Da lang? Oh, ups. Die Truhe habe ich gar nicht gesehen. Habe ich denn gerade 19.000 gemacht mit so einem Hinterhalt? Schon heftig. Ah ja.